Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how I almost didn't have a wedding dress. So it all starts a year ago, about 6 months before my wedding, and we still didn't have a dress. So I went home and we unboxed my mom's wedding dress, which was preserved, and her veil, because she really wanted me to wear her veil during the wedding, and I loved her veil, so I was totally okay with that. While I was there, we went to the store where Mom got her wedding dress, and I tried on about 3 dresses, and I also tried on my mom's dress, which was very special, but none of them were just that exciting to me. So we decided we were going to go dress shopping the following weekend. So she came out here to where I live just so it would be easier, so that the bridal shop would be near my house. So I contacted about 10 bridal shops and exactly 0 of them had appointments available because I contacted them like 6 days before we were going. So we found this place that was like a budget, like discount type store, and we made an appointment there, so we were available to go there. And our only other backup plan was like walking into David's Bridal and hopefully finding something. Yeah. 2 days before we went dress shopping, one of the bridal shops I had contacted emailed me and said, "We have an opening at this time on Saturday, would you like it?" And I was like, yes, please, yes, because I had no other bridal shops I was going to, and I just really wanted a nice dress. So the day comes where we're going dress shopping, and we go to that like discount bridal shop that I mentioned before, and we go there in the morning, and it was just dated. It's just not what we thought it was going to be. So we left there feeling very discouraged, and mind you, we had already been at the bridal shop the week before, so we were like, okay, like what's gonna happen? And this is less than 6 months before my wedding now, so if we don't find the dress today, like there's a chance I wouldn't get a dress in time for my wedding. And by the way, if you don't know, if you've never had a wedding dress, they recommend you order your wedding dress at least 10 months in advance. Which wasn't possible for me because I was only engaged for 8 months, but still, like we were cutting it close. Like 6 months is the end game. So we left that discount bridal shop where we were just extremely disappointed, and we went to lunch, and we drove to this bridal shop where I had gotten that last minute appointment, and we walked in. And we just knew. We could just tell. There was like a vibe in the shop. The dresses they had out were just gorgeous. And we started like kind of looking through the racks, and like they were gorgeous and they were around the price range that we were thinking about, and it just was gonna be a good fit. So I met my consultant and I kind of showed her my Pinterest board, and I showed her that there was this one dress in particular. And I was like, I don't know if you're gonna have this dress, but I know you carry this line. And she looked at it and she was like, I think we do have that dress, but I think it's in like an ivory color, because the picture on my phone was in the blush color. So we like went all the way through the racks and we didn't see it, and she was like, oh, maybe I was just seeing something similar, you know, because a lot of times lines have dresses that look very similar, just with a couple things altered, so it was very possible. So I tried on, I think it was like 5 dresses, and they were all very nice. The last one I tried on in particular was so beautiful, and for a minute there we thought that that was the one. I'm kind of standing there, and she can see that I really did like the dress, but it just wasn't like that moment where it was like, yes, this is my dress. So she's like, hold on a second, let me go in the back and see if we have something, which I thought that was just like on TV they did that, but no, that happened to me in real life. And she comes back, and it's the dress I had shown her on my phone in ivory, and I knew right away that it was the dress because I had looked at the dress so many times, and I was like, that's the dress. And she looked at me and I was like, that's the dress I showed you on my phone. And so I put it on, and not only was it the dress I wanted in the color I wanted, but it was in the size I was going to need. So I put on the dress, and I had that moment, and my mom and I cried, and we loved it, and I bought that exact dress. So I got the dress I wanted, in the color I wanted, in the size I needed, and it had never been worn before. So I basically got a brand new wedding dress that day, which took all of the pressure off because we weren't gonna have to wait and hope that it made it in time for the wedding. Like, I bought the stock dress, but it was brand new because they hadn't even taken it out of the back yet. So yeah, that's how I almost didn't have a wedding dress, but luckily all the cards lined up, and it was just the craziest coincidence, and it was amazing, and I loved my wedding dress so much. And I can't believe that was a year ago. So much has changed in such a short amount of time. I hope you enjoyed hearing the story of how I found my wedding dress / how I almost didn't find my wedding dress. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I hope to see you all next time. And Sterling hopes to see you too, huh?
Hi everybody! Subscribe to my mommy!